That's my guess. Or is it a grand slam, a 3-run, and a solo shot late in the game?
I bet you one was no, they probably would have said grand slam, right?
Yeah. Probably 2 3-run shots.
Right.
And a 2-run shot.
I like that. I think it's horseshit. His performance was horseshit.
Now the manager's like, it was a well-fought game.
Yeah, we've
ruined
ruined
it. Just a better team today.
Yeah, we've ruined it by outlawing swearing.
Right. Could you find Hal McRae? Hal McRae is
Hal
really
McRae
good.
is a classic, yes.
Kansas City Royal.
Yes. Let me go to this phone call as we find that video.
One of the first full-time DHs, Hal McRae. He had a
God. You know
what are those guys?
You know
what do those guys do in between at bats? You could do anything.
They just sit there.
Oh, it's so fun. What a life.
What a strange existence, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel a little guilty as everyone else is going out on the field to play D?
Yeah, you would have to.
You just sit there.
What, the designated hitter?
Right. Let's go to Gary.
I'd love to see a guy doing his taxes.
Huh?
I'd love to see a guy doing his taxes. It's April 14th, and in between at-bats, he's going through receipts.
And they can't bring phones out now. Like, you know that I'll be texting. But they're probably like, you leave your fucking phone in the locker room.
That's all they ask for $2 million.
He's just bored. He's ready to hit at any given moment, so he just has to wait. Gary in Indianapolis, before we play the Hal McRae Going Nuts video.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hello.
Gary Goldman in studio, by the way.
Hi, Gary. Our name is going extinct.
I also played football in college, and I learned from one of my offensive line coaches a whole new vocabulary where when we would screw up, he would take 2 normal words and add a cuss word in the middle, and the one that I remember the most was he took the word fuck and horrendous and made it, he came out and yelled at me in front of everyone and said that I was her fucking horrendous.
Oh, I like that.
That's
Unfucking believable was the original.
Yeah, unfucking believable.
It all started with unfucking believable.
Yeah,
right.
And we don't even know who wrote that.
No, not at all. One guy said that, and someone heard it and went, that's a gem.
Yes.
I'm using that.
Yes.
Yes. And then America started using it.
America.
Unfucking believable.
Let me go to Dale in Maryland.
It's a prefix now.
It's amazing.
Yes, it is. Dale, go ahead.
I know this guy.
Dale, fast.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Hey, little Yimmy.
Hello, sir.
You guys got to look up Earl Weaver, Manager's Corner.
Yeah, that's
we
the one
know
we got.
that one. That's fake.
It's not.
I know, but it's funny as fuck. I don't care if it's fake or not. It's hilarious.
I heard that's fake.
No. Is Jimmy acting?
Play it.
No. Dead serious. Were you saying that the lady needs to get fucked?
Yeah, with the tomato plants?
I'm almost
Yeah,
positive
it's
it's
like
fake.
if she go out and look for some prick instead of worrying about her fucking tomato plants.
What do you mean it's fake? I
hate
never
to-
heard this.
I believe our old buddy Danny Ross, when he worked here, Danny, I think, said, I hate to say it, but it's fake. And
Really?
We found out it's fake. I hope it's not.
What's the backstory on that?
He knew it wasn't going to air or something, or he was being, like, goofing around, like, no. It's almost like,
Goofing around with the reporters and stuff.
you think if you know the mics are off and you're saying stuff?
Right. Really? That bums me out.
Me, believe I was suicidal when I heard that. I love that so much.
I honestly don't remember Danny telling us that.
Yeah, he came in and he's like, I hate to say this. He almost didn't want to say it.
Right.
He's like, I don't want to blow. It's like telling a fucking kid there's no Santa Claus.
Because we played that one a lot.
Yeah.
Look that one up on line. Thank you, Dale.
How about you Google, Earl, Manager's Corner fake? In quotes.
If I got the video up that you guys wanted to
Yeah,
go
let's
through
do
right
it.
now.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's true.
Let's
You
do
can't
Hal
open more than one
McRae.
window online. Good
Let's
point.
do the Earl Weaver that might be fake. Then we finally do the new one, and we wrap this up all
Stupid
nice.
Steve Irwin shirt makes me sick. Hope you suffer the same fate. All right, play it.
Up into a situation where all I had to go after him was all right, and our lefts were swinging the bats well, so I wanted my left-handed hitters to hit.
Did you consider Brett for Miller with the bases loaded in the seventh?
No, don't ask me all these stupid-ass questions. No. In the... all these stupid-ass questions every night.
Oh, that ramped up.
Our lefts were swinging the bats well, so I wanted my left-handed hitters to hit.
Did you consider Brett for Miller with the bases loaded in the seventh?
No, don't ask me all these stupid-ass questions. No. In the... all these stupid-ass questions every night.
Oh, that ramped up quickly.
Yeah.
Find the I hit Brett for Miller. Miller started the game. He's playing against left-handed pitchers. Brett is not playing against left-handed pitchers. Why the I bat for Miller? You think I'm a goddamn fool? You tired all these ass questions every night.
You followed through on that.
Asking all these dumb ass questions. Stupid. Sucker. Ask me that stupid ass shit every month.
Guy's walking out bleeding.
Blood on his face.
Oh, yeah. Why was he bleeding? What did he get hit with?
No
Probably the phone.
You guys are not taking no off the players. I'm sick and tired. I'm fed up with everything. No from you guys, no from you players. And they can do any thing they want to do. I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Good for him.
Wow, he was actually throwing stuff.
How long after that, I wonder, did he get the axe?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Now he would have to give his resignation later that
an
afternoon.
apology.
Yeah,
especially with the guy
apology.
bleeding on his cheek from something that he threw.
And Lee Elliott with all those cocksuckers. I mean, you can't get away with
I'm
cocksuckers.
terribly sorry.
The real story behind Earl Weaver's infamous manager's corner. Famous baseball manager Earl Weaver was known for such feats of wrath as getting himself kicked out of. We know all that. Okay. Best known a bit of a. Okay. Well, Baltimore. Where's the reveal? Now you clicked on that.
Sam, you're just ruining the entire show.
I'm confused now.
Sam, your clicking is
There was
spoiling.
no article there.
Yes, there was.
There was no reveal there in that first part?
What's the real story?
Yeah, where's the reveal?
Sam.
Of an old Weaver radio appearance in which he rants about everything from, excuse me, team speed to tomato plants. A snippet of the clip was heard during the Yes Network's broadcast Wednesday while announcers were discussing Orioles hitting coach Terry Crowley. Weaver's voice magically appeared. Terry Crowley, well, we know all that. A spokesman for Yes apologized for the inadvertent airing, saying an engineer was listening to a file and the audio wasn't intended for broadcast. So it was broadcasted, but it wasn't supposed
That's
to.
recently on the Yes Network.
Yeah, this was way later.
This is recently.
Well, then what's
They're
the...
just saying that it was accidentally played because an engineer was listening to it.
Okay.
While like I'm guessing like the present day Yankee guys on Yes were talking about Terry Crowley.
Right.
It was a prank.
It's a good Ozzy song.
It was a prank by who? Prank tape didn't die.
Marr said it was a prank. Marr and
Thank
Weaver
you.
were pre-recording a segment from Seattle in 1982 when the pair flubbed a take of the manager's corner. They got to laughing and decided to record an entire fake segment and send it back to the station engineer as a joke.
Wow, that is great. And you can't even do that nowadays.
It's great acting.
Yeah,
Right.
It also wrecks it though. I wish it was real, but
I know. Is it worth playing again?
that just hurts me to hear it now.
Let's play it. It's
fake.
quick.
Yeah.
Now, the Manager's Corner, with the thoughts and opinions of the American League's winningest manager, the Orioles' Earl Weaver. And now, to the Manager's Corner with Earl Weaver.
Well, Bill Whitehouse, Earl, from Frederick, Maryland, wants to know why you and the Orioles don't go out and get some more team speed.
Team speed, for Christ's sake. You get fucking goddamn little fleas on the fucking bases, getting picked off, trying to steal, getting thrown out, taking runs away from you. You get them big cocksuckers that can hit the fucking ball out the ballpark and you can't make any goddamn mistake.
well, certainly this show is going to go down in history, Earl. Terry Elliott of Washington, D.C. wants to know why you don't use Terry Crowley as a designated hitter all the time.
Well, Terry Crowley's lucky he's in fucking baseball, for Christ's sake. He was released by the Cincinnati Reds. He was released by the fucking goddamn Atlanta Braves. We saw that Terry Crowley could sit on his fucking ass for 8 innings and enjoy watching a baseball game just like any other fan, and has the ability to get up there and break one open in the fucking ninth. So if this cocksucker mind his own business and let me manage the fucking team, we'd be a lot better off.
Well, certainly you've made your opinions known on the fans' questions about baseball, Earl, but let's get to something else. Alice Sweet from Norfolk wants
The
to know
announcer is the bad actor in this.
tomato plant.
Alice Sweet ought to be worried about where the fuck her next lay's coming from rather than where her next goddamn tomato plant's coming from. If she'd get her ass out the fucking bars at night and go hustling around the goddamn street, she might get a prick stuck in her once in a while. I don't understand where these questions are coming from, Tom. That's about it from Manager's Corner. Go fuck yourself and the fuck with your show coming up next on the Baltimore Oriole Baseball fucking Network.
That doesn't bother me that he made it up because he's so talented.
Yeah,
right. That's great improv.
I love that.
That's better than UCB East.
I love that he's a prankster.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
and also,
it a lot.
I love the get a prick stuck up in her.
Right.
Prick stuck up in
Every
her.
once in a while.
I haven't heard the word prick used in conjunction with sex.
Yeah, that's such a.
It's always an asshole. The guy's a prick.
Yeah.
Right. But he was using it as the
stick your prick.
Yeah, stick your prick.
That's such a 1951 way to talk about a girl. I stuck my prick up in her. The backseat of the fucking Etzel. Oh, good for Earl Weaver. Old school, man.
Well, it leads us to Brian Price, the Reds manager. Oh, he went off yesterday.
And there's no uncensored versions, right?
No, we looked around. So they're yanking this off YouTube a lot.
Oh, they don't want it?
I don't know. They don't want it out there or whatever, but we got a copy.
Language.
I think he says fuck in this 77 times.
Oh, I don't go for that.
Anything on Devin right now that you can update us with?
Well, obviously he's not here.
Right.
We broke that story last night, apparently. He's home for family reasons, and he will not return until tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
So you expect him back tomorrow?
Just said that.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I don't understand what the importance is for everybody to know if we have a player that's not here. We don't benefit at all from the other teams knowing that we don't have a player. It does. You don't have to be a Reds fan, but it doesn't help us if our opponents know who's here and who isn't. That's what I want to know.
Well, as a fan, I'm wondering. Well, here's a spot for Devin Mesoraco. Why isn't he here?
Where was the spot?
It's a pinch hitter. I mean, he's an all-star with 25 home runs last year. He hits. I know you. I asked if it was a left-handed bat thing. You said no.
I don't get it. It's you know, look, I don't need you guys to be fans of the Reds. I just need to know that if there's something that we want to keep here, that it stays here. We don't need to know that Tucker Barnhart's in the fucking airport when we haven't spoken to Kyle Skipworth. I think we owe that kid the right to be called and told that he's going to be sent down, as opposed to reading that Tucker Barnhart's on his way from Louisville. I don't get it. I don't get why it's got to be this way. Has it always been this way, where we just tell everybody everything? So every opponent that we have has to know exactly what we have, which relievers are available, which guys are here and which guys aren't here, when they can play, what they can do. It's nobody's business. It's certainly not the opponent's business. We've got to deal with this bullshit. I'd like to talk, and I have spoken as candidly as I can with you people. If that's not good enough, I won't say a thing. I'll go yes sir, no sir, and I can do that. But I've been as candid as I can be about this team and our players, and we got to deal with this. Every team that we play has to know every guy that's here and what they can and can't do. Me, it's a disgrace. I'm sick of it. It's hard enough to win here to have every opponent know exactly what the we bring to the table every day. I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. Make it very clear. I don't like the way that this is going at all. I don't like it. I don't think you guys need to know everything. And I certainly don't think that you need to see something and tweet it out there and make it a world event. How the do we benefit from them knowing that we don't have Devin Mesoraco? How do we benefit from that? They benefit from it. I just want to know how we benefit from these people knowing that we don't have a player here. Can you answer that? How is that good for the Reds?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's making my job harder.
I'm sure it is.
Well, thank you. I just don't know if that's what we're supposed to do. Are we supposed to open up everything here for everybody to know all the time? So that's all I want to know, what your expectations are, because me, if I got to tell these guys, we got to go out there and they know we don't have Devin Mesoraco, what benefit is that to me as a manager and our team to win a game?
He hasn't been there for a week and a half.
I just want an answer on how we benefit from them knowing that Devin Mesoraco isn't here.
I don't think you do, and I don't know that that's my job.
Your job isn't to sniff out every little thing that is about the Reds and put it out there for every other guy to hear. It's not your job. You want me to be candid with you? I've been candid with you. I talk to you guys like men. I tell you what the is going on with the team. I tell you how I'm feeling about it as candidly as I can. And then this got to watch this. I got to read out on a tweet from our own people in here that we don't have a player. How the does that benefit the Reds? It doesn't benefit us one bit. We try to go out there and win games. I got to come in here and then you guys blow it all over the place. Who we can play, who we can't. I'll tell you what I want you to know. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't tell you.
Appreciate it. You did not lie to me, and I appreciate that.
I'm up a rope in this business because everyone has to know everything all the time. And that's not my obligation. It's not their obligation. You know why Billy Hamilton didn't play the other day? Because his fingers hurt. He couldn't hit right-handed comfortably. Right? So that's something that I need to know and no one else needs to know. No one else needs to know it. And all of a sudden it's out there. Fingers are sore. It doesn't benefit us. It wasn't from you. But it doesn't benefit us one bit to announce to the other teams that were playing to bring in lefties whenever they need to get Billy out. There's no benefit. So I'll be honest with you, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of listening to this shit. I'm sick of the second guessing. You guys can do whatever the you want, but I'll tell you this. I'm not going to tell you everything about this club because you guys are going to go out there and sniff it out anyway. I don't like it one bit. Bend over backwards to be honest and direct with you guys, and you stick it right up my in the team. I'm sick of it. What do you got? If you don't got anything, then get out and I'll do this interview with Marty. If you don't have anything, just get out, please.
Wow.
Wow.
He's pretty logical. I mean, he's peppering it with the
but he doesn't understand how journalism works.
Yeah, the reporters are right.
Yeah, I mean, the old days are long gone, obviously.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not that way. They're not going to protect the team.
Right.
They're all looking for their little scoop.
Their angle. It is their job to sniff that stuff out. That is their job.
Yeah.
So,
who cares if it helps the Reds?
He's in the wrong business because...
gives a fuck if it helps you. I'll tell you what I need you to know. Well, that's how news should work. Thanks. Good point. Thank you, Mr. President.
I guess back in the day, the reporters were kind of on your side, and they knew what to report and what not to report. But those days are all gone for, decades probably. It's been a long time.
Yeah, but it's partly their fault because the managers, they never give these guys anything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. They just go, well, we got to just take it one game at a time.
One game at a time.
The good opponents, we can't overlook anybody, and we're just going to do that. Oh, fucking shut up.
Right.
They're unlistenable, those press conferences.
Oh, they're awful.
Unless something great happens. Can you explain why your third baseman took his dick out as he was rounding second? Good question.
Do you feel that was inappropriate?
Yeah, that's what I want to hear about. But
on Family Day of all days.
Exactly.
Let's say hi to Ed in Jersey. Ed, go ahead.
Hey, I'm a college baseball coach from New Jersey, and I know exactly how you guys feel. I got a great video you guys should check out. It's Augie Garrido flipping out on his team.
What's his name?
Augie Garrido. He's the head coach at Texas University.
I like the new ones. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah.
We played a bunch of the ones.
I hope there's no salty language in it.
It's unbelievable. You know what? Compared to the other sports, these guys, they don't have a chance to flip out while they're on the field. Afterwards, they just lose it.
That's a good point.
Let me see if this is it.
Can you make it bigger, son?
Checking.
Dad, Thor does not even reveal the difference in these two teams. If this was a fucking fist fight or a gang fight, which most of you don't know one fucking thing about, we would be dead. If it was a boxing match and each individual took the beating
where's he going with this?
We took here today, I wouldn't have to be doing this. I just come and visit your ass in the hospital.
If this was a rape and we were on the floor, Jesus, dude.
Broken jaw, and you can see again because your eyes are swollen now, and you can walk again because the guy just punched you in the gut 55 fucking times.
If this was 9/11 and we were tall buildings,
his analogies are a little rough.
Yeah. Fucking destroyed you. Okay. Now I'm not depersonalizing this when I say you. Us is the right word. It applies to all of us. I'm taking the blame, so I don't want this to sound.
But if this were chess,
they played this.
Your king would be on its side.
But I want you to see clearly,
I threw something on your
about what this fucking game is really about.
All right.
I threw the best video on your Twitter page. Check it out.
What is it, sir?
My ears are not garbage cans.
Yeah. Ed, what is it?
It's him flipping out at the post-game speech. They lost the game, and he just absolutely loses it.
Is that the one we're playing? Is that the one?
No.
That's not the one?
Nope, not the one. Augie Garrido, Garr.
No, we got him. That was the same guy flipping out. Best speech ever, is it?
No, Augie Garrido flipped out. Best speech ever.
Does raise his...
It was 2 down from that on the previous page.
Thank you, sir. Ed in Jersey.
Eddie.
All right, the door closes. That can't be good.
In 15 minutes, you guys will probably all be fucking fine with this, okay? So I'll just sum it up this way as fast as I can. That is the most humiliating game in the last fucking 10 years I've been involved with. All of us as competitive people.
Christ. They don't know that.
Flips out.
Why is he talking?
Augie Garrido flips out.
Why do they have to put it together that way? Just have him fucking...
Oh, we just played that one? Yeah. Oh, but the guy said it was...
No, it's definitely the one we were playing, but then they have to go to him talking.
Well, let's see if they don't go... Maybe they just go to him that once because he contradicts himself.
Means he's in 2 different places in our mind at different times.
Cool.
That's not right.
Right.
How can we fucking get picked off at first base? How can you do that? The fuck is that about?
Wow.
What do you think you're fucking with here? This isn't about some goddamn game. This is about our lives.
Let me ask Gary, how mad would the fucking coach be if when he goes, how the fuck do you get picked off at first base or third base? If he said, well, I was too far from the base. And by the time I get back, the ball had arrived and the man tagged me. Would they be unhappy with your literal answer?
Oh, my God. My coach was not this angry at me.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guy this is amazing.
I didn't feel like hustling, sir.
Yeah, I'm tired. I told you.
I'm tired. You've been working us too hard in practice.
I just ran 90 feet.
Right.
Exactly. You're not the only one with stuff on his mind, Coach. I got distracted.
Do you get it? God damn it! Don't you get it?
How do you not laugh?
You don't have a choice. When I fucking tell you to take, you take. Don't tell me you don't see it. You fucking look.
Wait, when I tell you to take, you take. Sounds like you're talking to your wife, Coach. God, I'm teasing you. Just trying to lighten the mood a little. Just having a little fun. I'm worried you have a heart attack over there and drop dead. Go ahead, Coach. Keep going.
You understand? I don't give a shit. Like I said, 15 minutes from now, you don't give a fuck. You walk out of here, I gotta live with this fucking embarrassing game the rest of my fucking life!
Holy shit.
Well, if you keep jumping up and down like that, you're not going to have to live with it for long, Coach. The old ticker's going to quit on you. Why don't you take a chill pill?
Coach, what is this really about?
Yeah, Coach, this is not about this.
This is not about baseball. This is more.
What's the matter?
What's really eating at you?
Yeah, did you come home last night and find the missus being bedded by someone that was working on the yard?
Coach, if I didn't know this was about your marriage, I would be brought to tears by this tirade.
I have totally fucking failed you guys. We got beat at every single
Pause.
fucking part.
And that's the first thing you've said right, Coach. You're shouting at us, but when you point one finger, 3 are pointing back at you. This is your fault. So why are you picking it all out on us? Why don't you go into the bathroom and yell at yourself in the mirror and let us feel bad on our own?
It's about time you take some responsibility.
Yeah, because this salty language is not helping.
A good first step, Coach.
Yeah. Atta boy.
Oh, my God.
That's how I get picked off. I was thinking about your failure.
Everything. Infield play, 2-out hitting, everything. Totally fucking stupid.
How was my catching, Coach?
The one guy that made a good catch. Did you see that thing I did in left field? Yes, it was good.
I was thinking the same thing, Coach, while I was playing in right field.
Yeah, thinking the same thing. You and me are on the same page, Coach.
I feel like you just don't coach us properly.
Yeah, all this shouting. Do you think this helps? Obviously not. The results will speak for themselves. Why don't you try talking to us like people?
Sorry. I apologize. I have totally let you down.
It's too late.
And that's it. Texas won their next 10 games in the Big 12 Conference Championship. Wow. That graphic popped up.
As soon as he finished there, that was a great place for tell us how you really feel.
How does that only have 110,000 views?
That's a good one.
It must have happened this morning.
That's a good one. All right, we're going to take a break. We got Gary Gulman in studio. What do we got going on, Gary?
Oh, I'm going to be in Orlando. on May 9th, Saturday, May 9th. It's the first time I've performed in Orlando in about 11 years, so I'm looking forward to that.
What is the place? Alexis? What is it? Alexis and Jim?
Yeah, you could just go to GaryGulman.com. It's some small theater that...
in Orlando.
Yeah.
Very funny comic, Gary Gulman. We like you, brother. And you got your...
I appreciate it.
Your most recent album, No
Can Defend.
No Can Defend is available for free on his site.
Yeah. And I just, I made a special that'll be available in the fall. It's called It's About Time. Did you go into a deep depression after you went into your last special, after you finished?
No, I mean, what I do is, I have one airing Friday, so it's like what I've done.
Mazel tov.
I want to thank you. I wind up going into starting new material.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So by the time it comes out, I'm like usually 35 minutes into new material.
Oh, nice.
So I'm okay.
Wow.
Yeah, by the time it comes out, but I just taped it, so I'm in the part where I'm trying to get that 35 minutes.
The hour, yeah.
And it's
healthy though for you guys to do that, right?
Very.
It is absolutely healthy, because I think that's why a lot of the older comedians are bitter, because they've been doing the same act for so long.
Yeah.
And by older, I mean like in their 60s or whatever.
Yeah, guys that just didn't do a whole lot of, because you get sick of the material and there becomes a rut that you get stuck in.
You remember Boston, Opie? Those guys put their pen down in like 1984.
That was it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't want to name some... I don't want to name names.
No, because the people won't even know the names, because they put their pens down in 1984.
Right. But they do that act in Boston, and it still fucking kills.
Destroys.
But then they're bitter that they're not doing more with their careers. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
3 comics came to mind immediately.
And it drives you to insanity doing the same thing.
Dude, I don't know how. I know guys that have been doing the same stuff for years, and I'm like, I don't know how you say that joke. Like, I literally know you
for 20 straight years.
I don't know how you do it. How can you, like, I start to get, like, after maybe a little over a year with a joke, I start to get, like, where it becomes, and Louis, of course, had the best explanation for this, where he talked about, and I'll let him explain it when he's back, but about how your brain takes a bunch of different ideas and then looks at them like it's one task, and that's why a joke starts to feel automatic, instead of, like when it's alive and your brain is going, I was with Gary and Sam and Opie and we did the, but it's like Gary, Sam, Opie, it just becomes one thing, and that's why it doesn't feel organic anymore. He explained it so well, but you got to dump the material.
But the other side of it, some of these jokes you guys know just ridiculously kill the room. That's got to be tough to just let go and say, okay, I got to move on from that, even though it'll still get huge laughs for the next 5 years.
Mike Bobbitt stuff gets an applause break. How do I put it down?
I just feel like you're betting against yourself if you're like, I can't write anything better than that.
Right.
But you feel like that sometimes.
Got to challenge yourself. Jim Norton special will be on Epics this Friday night at 10 o'clock.
10 p.m. Yeah.
It's not that tremendous, and I'll tell you why, Gary Gulman. He's fucking competing with the Bruce Jenner interview.
This is 9 o'clock. But here's the beauty.
There's a lot of crossover between transgender
and Jim Norton. Absolutely. Believe me, we do have a lot of the same audience.
In the end, it'll be all right, but it's a minefield.
Kids don't understand what a huge superstar athlete Bruce Jenner was when we were kids.
They do not.
They do not understand that he was
his own daughters don't give a fuck.
Oh, I hate them for that.
They don't even give a fuck. They go, oh, that cute Olympics thing you did, great. I have a selfie book coming out.
Oh, I was the greatest athlete on the planet.
Yeah, good for you, Dad.
The Russians couldn't defeat me.
Whatever, Dad.
Oh,
yeah.
Can I have another car, please?
I don't even want to be a man anymore. This is so upsetting.
He said that was all overcompensation for feeling like a little girl. All the athletic stuff.
Wow.
I read that when he was like 5, he felt like a girl. I mean, I'm going to DVR. I'll actually watch my own special and live tweet it and mock it, as I'm sure you will. But I'm going to DVR Bruce Jenner. I do want to see it. It'll be very interesting.
We'll have clips on Monday, that's for sure.
So, and I'll be in Rochester the 30th through the 2nd at the Comedy Club. And I got dates at the Borgata, Minneapolis, and Detroit coming up. And I think that's it. And there's something in Pittsburgh that's not announced yet.
Whoa. More with Gary Gulman and Nick Kroll on the way as well today. Stay there.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
More with Opie and Jim after this.
Where can you get a Mother's Day gift for your mom, aunt, sister, or significant other that will last a lifetime? Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven Singer Jewelers has exclusive gifts only available through their store that last forever, just like the love you have for mom. Steven has an exclusive necklace design, the I Love You Mommy Silver and Diamond Necklace Collection in 8 variations, starting at just $149. This beautiful necklace showcases a sparkling diamond for each child. His choices for mom are so appropriate, so exclusive, and priced so low, you'll definitely end up buying more, which is almost a reason to hate Steven Singer. Don't mess this up. Give mom a gift that will last a lifetime, whether she has 1 child or 8. They have the perfect necklace for her at the perfect price. Visit Steven Singer at the other corner of 8th and Walnut down there in Philly. Call him at 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER, or the easiest thing to do is shop online. You can check out these necklaces right now if you go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer is going to make your Mother's Day shopping easy. Steven Singer Jewelers, one place, one price. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Miss some of today's show?
We don't have all day.
Or just want to hear it all over again?
I just ate a shit sandwich. Time to go.
Sounds scrumptious.
Catch an encore presentation of today's show.
Oh, boys, this is going to be a fun day. Strap in, kids.
Starting at 11 a.m. on the East, 9 a.m. on the West.
That, to me, that sounds just a healthy celebration.
Nice. Real nice.
That's an encore presentation of today's show. Starting at 11 a.m. on the East, 9 a.m. on the West. Sirius 206, XM 103.
The Champions League.
It's Lewandowski! Another chance for Kalasma!
Stunning. Porto shocked the world with a dominant 3-1 win over Bayern.
Oh, it's come to Jackson Martinez! It's 3 for Porto!
Can the Bavarians bounce back in Munich with a spot in the semis on the line?
Frank Ribery! That is beautiful!
Bayern Munich versus Porto in the Champions League. Today at 2 p.m. Eastern on Sirius XM FC 94, where every match matters.
Power companies raise your rates year in, year out. Power companies will always raise your rates. It's what they do. 5 years from now, average power bills are projected to be roughly 40% higher. Let's say your bill's around $250 right now. Before you know it, it'll be $350. That's money down the drain. Unless you plug that drain with solar. Go solar now and get easy financing with no down payment, interest, or payments for a whole year. And don't forget, the federal tax credit will disappear in 2016. Your opportunity for the biggest solar savings in history is about to disappear. Power companies never stop increasing rates, ever. How long will you let it go on? How much money will you let go to waste? Protect yourself now.
This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Dun, 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 dun. Gary Gulman in studio. God, we were just sharing some war stories, me and Gary Gulman. You got a good Pauly Shore story. I told you a good Tommy Lee story.
Great stories.
I guess it started with tomorrow. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting in that seat. And then I got to tell Jimmy now. Gary Goldman goes, oh, man, I always wanted to meet him. So I invited Gary back tomorrow. Because at that point, I can't go, well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
No.
The guy's actually going to be sitting 7 feet from me tomorrow.
I would have said, well, I'll tell you how he is. Yeah. No, Gary's a good egg.
Yeah, so come back tomorrow and meet Arnold Schwarzenegger if you really wanted to meet him that bad.
I guess not.
No, come back.
I don't know. No, you know what? I like to space my appearances out a little bit.
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.
You can always hang outside the studio.
I'll be panicking.
But I feel bad. The guy goes, I always want to meet him. And
you don't have to feel bad.
We could be the guys, though.
No, it's okay because
we'll find out his hotel. I'll bet you just go there. And
I'd rather it be more organic that he's at a show or something like that.
How about you just happen to be in the halls and I go, Gary Goldman, he's a big fan. He's
don't steal my opening line when he walks in. I'm going to go, the governor, and I'm going to point with both hands.
I need one more hug for the next hug video. I need one more, and it would be perfect.
That would be a great one.
I've never met him, so I'm going to really take him to task.
I'm a little nervous about the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing.
I think he'll be
a little
fine.
bit. He's on that fucking pier of celebrities.
But he's a good talker.
That tier, I should say. Where I'm going to be a little nervous tomorrow.
No, I won't be. Not because I'm cocky, but because I know he's a good talker.
Yeah.
Because he's a politician. He could talk about it.
He is really charismatic. I've heard that.
Yeah.
A to the S, I'm going to call him.
A to the S.
Yeah, I always have like little names like that. They love it. Yes, Jim, this kid's shielded.
Instant familiarity.
Yeah. Arnold.
Wait, so I was supposed to tell Gary, I don't know what to tell you, even though the guy's going to be here tomorrow right there.
That was I wasn't hinting. I just
but I felt like as a gentleman, I'm like, well, then you should come back tomorrow and meet him.
It was very generous,
hang in the hall.
Yeah, you did say you could hang in the hall.
Terrible.
I said if he's uncomfortable, then maybe you just happen to be around the area.
Why don't you just ask me to intern for a day or something?
Exactly. You can grab some coffee, grab Arnie a beverage, see what he likes. I hear he likes those vitamin C
muscle
drinks.
milk. Yeah.
He does?
How are you spinning this? The original offer was, Gary, come back and do the show again tomorrow if you want to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was very generous.
And Gary said he wants to space his appearances out. And I understand that as a comedian. It's like,
yeah.
Then you panicked.
I'm fine with it either way. Yes, you were doing good, then you panicked a little bit.
Because then you want to avoid the backlash.
No, this is different than what I do with guests.
You're a sweet boy.
What I do with guests, Gary?
Yeah.
Do you think he panics?
Oh, he panicked just now. Yeah.
But if I explain this on the air, we'll have a guy come in.
Yeah.
He kills it for 45 minutes straight, and it's so obvious to everyone that he did it, and it's time to move on.
Okay.
And just as we go to break, I will panic and go, hey, if you want to stick around, you can. And I panic, and then half the time they're awkward and they go, yeah, all right.
I've kept girlfriends for years because of my reluctance to hurt somebody's feelings. I totally know what you mean.
But I
get
panic.
that.
I get that. It was a perfect segment.
At the end of a first date, and I don't want there to be another, I'll be like, so let's do this again. This was fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh,
and you feel yourself doing it, and you're like, no, don't do this.
Don't do it. Just suck it up. Be mean to this girl. It'll be much nicer to be mean now.
Or at least be vague. Like, well, all right, that was nice.
Nope. I always have to. I panic every time.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Because Gary Goldman's an animal.
Who's in tomorrow?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Who else?
Gary Goldman.
We have Kevin Pollak.
Kevin Pollak's coming by. He's got that wonderful movie that I still have not seen. And I better see it before tomorrow.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow I got to plug. I forgot. I totally forgot. I'm doing a Q&A at the premiere. I think in Tribeca. Like I'm doing it Wednesday, and I might be doing it over the weekend too. But I'm going to be at the premieres and I'm doing the Q&A. It's a very good documentary.
Misery Loves Comedy.
Yeah, it's really good.
What is the theme?
He just interviews a bunch of comics. I guess about we've seen a million of these, but this one is actually really well done. He has Tom Hanks in it. Like he gets some because he has access to everybody.
Yeah,
and he gets some really cool people.
It's a lot of fucking celebrities.
So it's about the depression that comedians
part of it.
face?
Yeah, I just watched my parts. Let me be real honest. I just zipped through, made sure I was in it. But I'm like, I'm not going to sit on a panel if I'm not in it.
What did you talk about?
I don't remember. Just the pain, man. No, I don't know. I just chatted about.
It's where a lot of these comics, most of them, come from a dark place.
Oh yeah.
And they turn it into lofts.
Yeah.
Why is that? I believe that's pretty much, the gist of the film.
Well, I use my closer, which is,
what was your closer?
I used to cry, but now I laugh. Stare right into the camera.
Dramatically?
But I said, just hold that stare for 4 minutes. Let
4 minutes?
Drink it in. Let him drink in that pain, turn into laughter.
He should have done that. With the credits just rolling as you're still staring for 4 straight.
Some call it comedy. I call it alchemy.
It's too late because now you can get the movie. Is it going to be in movie theaters too, or is it one of these on-demand movies?
I don't know.
I mean, it's on demand now.
Yeah.
So that means it's not going to be in theaters.
It might be. They release it really weird.
I want to see myself on the big screen there, Sammy.
But it has a nice little buzz to it. I've heard quite a bit about it. I've gotten emails from people who've seen it.
How long are we in it for? Like 30 seconds or so? A minute maybe? What do we get? How much time did we get?
Again, like I said, I only looked for me. There's a scene with you, me, and Anthony sitting there. I'm like the fucking perfect child in between.
I screen capped that. Everyone's
that's right.
Studying the body language of everyone in that shot.
There's no bad body language. We had a wonderful time. I'll tell you we had a wonderful time. Who am I fucking...
It was fun.
I'm sounding like Ace Rothstein hosting my own
Regis
show.
Philbin.
Yeah. Oh, he's got 12 kids. Frankie Valli. Give him a...
Kelly was there and Michael was there and we all had a great time. It was wonderful.
But no, I got hit with rain, dude. I had to go to a spot after that.
It was pouring. Me and Ann actually shared a cab back to like Midtown. After that, I remember, and it was tough to get a cab. It was this weird apartment
Impossible.
on some strange dead end street. How many dead end streets are there in Manhattan?
Yeah. If you go far enough east or west, you can
Sutton
find dead
Place.
ends.
It's that weird like
dead what?
Dead ends.
Dead ends.
I thought you said dead ants.
Oh, really?
I was like, wow.
No.
That's
Dead
something I
ends.
want to go check out.
You could.
That was a good day. We
That
all
was
had
a real
really-
non sequitur. And then Gulman started talking about dead ants.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Jimmy,
Nothing meant the insect or the lady.
People are pointing out that you're closer to Ant than me, so you obviously like Ant more.
Yeah, but
you want to comment about that?
Yeah,
you
because
son of a bitch.
what they're not seeing
Yeah.
is the fact that your hip is against the thing, and you're doing the elbow move, so that while my hip is closer to him, where your hand ends is exactly how close I am to you.
So you figured out exactly the same distance between us two?
How much? If I sit, my knee is first of all touching your knee. So if I sit any
Oh,
closer
wow.
to you, your hand is draped on my shoulder, and then we're a couple.
You have a wide stance.
Yeah, I was trying to keep space between these two fruits who wanted to touch me. They love touching me, Gary.
My jeans were a little tight that
I'll
day.
say they were.
That's I was about 15 pounds heavier there. Gary Gulman. So my jeans
And
were
the jeans had just come out of the wash.
They were a bit tight, and I wasn't willing to like say fuck it and go to fatter clothes. So I said, no, hang in there with the tight jeans. You're gonna get your shit together.
It's a moral
eventually.
decision.
It is, because when you give up and say fuck it, I can't fit in these jeans, and you go in and get a
Absolutely.
bigger size,
Yeah.
that's not good. Don't do that.
I like that picture of us, though.
It's a very good picture.
I like that.
And I get the cheap plug today, Opie Radio on Instagram, so you could check it out for yourself.
Yeah, I like that shot.
It's a very good shot.
Yeah.
You know, I asked Kevin Pollak, because he interviewed all three of us at the same time for, I think, at least 15 minutes, maybe 20, and we're only in the film for maybe a minute and a half. I don't even know officially, but we don't get a lot of time. So I asked Kevin, I'm like, what are you doing with that footage? No one's ever going to see that, so can I have it? And then we can put it up online or something, because we talk about all sorts of shit in that.
See if there's a director's cut they may do. Sometimes on DVD, that's the selling point, is they show extra.
Us when they have everybody else?
He's been in so many great movies.
Dude, it's fucking...
Few Good Men, Usual Suspects, Avalon. Those are the three.
Casino.
The Casino. Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, but what is he hiding that he's in such great films? He's like an overachiever. Something's going on with Kevin
Yeah, it is
Pollak.
irritating. Tired
It's
of
kind of
Pollak.
irritating.
His success.
I bet you he's a great auditioner. They just love him in the audition.
Dude,
he goes in there, he
amazing.
does Peter Falk, and they lose it.
I think he...
one more question. Did I get the role?
One more question. You charmer. But his throwaway style, he described that to me, of his throwaway. It's almost like Robert Klein delivering jokes. Like, he's kind of tossing it at you, and it's just so natural and fucking perfect, and like it seems completely like it's happening in the moment. He's really great, man.
Yeah, we like him. He'll be here tomorrow with Artie.
Whereas with me, they have to keep editing out when I walk in and I go, time tacked!
He likes just about everybody in this room, Gary Gulman, Kevin Pollak.
Yeah, he really does.
Just about everyone.
Yeah, and then there's a cliff, and it goes right into hatred.
Just about everyone, right, Sam?
As far as I know, just about.
Just about everyone. He's that type
Does
of
he
guy.
know you, Gary?
I introduced myself to him at an airport one day, like a loser.
I'm sure he was nice, too.
He was super nice. He
We're
was
going to do
super
radio
nice.
with him tomorrow, so.
Exactly. A lot nicer than Arnold, so I hear it's a little rough. You aren't supposed to be here today. It's my Arnold.
That wasn't a panic on my part. I want Gary to know that. That wasn't me panicking. That was me trying to be a nice guy.
Yeah,
you want to meet Arnie, and he's going to be here tomorrow.
friend?
Yes.
But then you panicked right after that.
I didn't panic on this one. God forbid, we're friends in here.
You invited him to hang out in the hallway.
That was after when he was like, I don't
That's
know,
when
I
you
like to
panicked. That's when you
separate my
panicked.
appearances. Then I'm like, all right, that doesn't mean you can't meet the guy.
When you said to Gary, you want to come in tomorrow, and he goes, I set my appearance. That was genuine,
right?
And then, but then you panicked and went, all right, well, you could hang in the hallway or outside.
That doesn't make any
because
sense.
he said he wanted to do radio tomorrow with us.
I don't think he wants to hang out in the hallway either.
I'm defending myself on this one. I feel like I need to. What else is going on out there in the
E-Rock just texted me, and you're right, I did see it, Eric. The NBA championship trophy's in the lobby if I want a photo with it.
What?
I asked, and it said no. I'm being cute. The trophy, who's bringing it around? Is there a ball player out there?
They're just taking pictures with the trophy. They're trying to get all the guests today to come in and take photos with the trophy.
Can we go take a picture with the trophy? I'll take one.
Yeah, Mars got one.
What would happen if we just took that trophy and ran?
We'd probably have to
You get those
caught.
thoughts in your head?
No,
Yeah,
we're-
of
we're-
course.
we're in a building.
Yeah, they're called intrusive thoughts. Yeah,
They're
I always
called
think about
intrusive
the
thoughts?
absolute worst thing you could do under a circumstance.
You remember when Bill Maher was on Comedy Central?
Yeah.
We went to a taping when we were out in LA doing radio, and I was in the like the front row, and it was sort of like a bleacher where you had to jump over the side of it. I remember, and it was a slight drop down, but it was doable. And I have no opinion on Bill Maher before I tell the story, but I was sitting there in the audience just thinking about jumping over the top and running and tackling him. Well,
Oh yeah.
You get these thoughts?
Yeah.
Good.
Anytime I have good seats at a baseball game, I'm like, oh my God, I could really ruin this.
And then you start panicking a little bit, like, oh my God, I think
if I do it?
I think I'm talking myself into actually going. And then you almost feel your body like kind of nudge it forward and like, oh no, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dustin? You can't do that. You can't tackle Bill Maher.
Yeah. What if I kiss my friend's wife?
Yes. Yes. I've said that about my brother-in-law.
Oh, good.
It would ruin everything. What if I call?
It's officially called intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, but that was according to Patrice O'Neill. Yeah, it was called intrusive thoughts. So
what's his bit on that? What am I missing?
He wanted to spike a baby like it was a football.
Right, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I think that it's Maria Bamford who actually that was one of her neuroses that she talks about openly about. Yeah, it was interesting.
She's nuts. Do you know her?
Yeah, I do know her. She's really sweet, but she suffers. Yeah,
she suffers.
Yeah, from mental illness, right? Yeah.
I want to get her on the show.
She's terrific.
I like her stuff.
Yeah, me too.
She is really strange.
Yeah.
I've seen her on planes. She's a very friendly person.
Yeah, she's super friendly and very honest. Yeah, she'd be a great guest.
You saw her comedy special where she does it just
to her parents.
Just her parents.
Yeah,
in her apartment.
I thought it was awesome. Yeah,
pretty smart.
Because but the audience didn't seem to be into it.
Okay,
it's a tough crowd.
Tough crowd. AC/DC drummer pleads guilty to charges of threatening to kill and drug possession. Remember that story with what's his name? Phil Rudd. I want to say. Yeah, that was a strange
Philly
story.
Rudd.
He's pleading guilty of those charges. Do you remember the story? I'm trying to remember the exact story.
Involved, sex worker or something, and he had threatened somebody. I guess he was just, who knows.
Denied allegations, but now made a surprise guilty plea Tuesday before the trial began. According to court summary, Rudd fired several employees because the release of his solo album in August had flopped on the charts. A month later, he called an associate and said he wanted his personal assistant taken out.
Wow.
He later then called the victim, his personal assistant, on the phone and said, "I'm going to come over and kill you." The drummer's lawyer, Craig Tuck, told reporters outside the court that the charges were essentially just an angry phone call. "I will be seeking to have him discharged without conviction." Rudd could face up to 7 years for the charge of threatening to kill.
Wow, just for making a threat?
Yes. Let me say hi to Chris in Connecticut. Chris, go ahead.
Welcome aboard, Chris.
Hey, thank you. You guys are talking about intrusive thoughts.
Yes, we are.
I got a picture with you, Jimmy, a couple years back, and while we were taking the picture, it actually crossed my mind. I wonder if I just swung and punched Jimmy right in the
That's not an intrusive thought. That's a common one. It's an understandable thought. That's the difference.
It would have never happened because you're such a cute, huggable boy, but...
Thank you very much, sir. People say that my huggability factor has really shot through the roof recently. Sam, comment?
Absolutely.
Attaboy. Good boy.
So everyone gets them, I guess. Or most. The
Yeah.
majority of people. That's good to know.
Yeah, we do.
Bobby, Christina Brown is not awake. Like
I know.
I thought that sounded all fucked
flooded
up.
Open. He said she was riding a moped. No.
The grandma is saying irreversible brain damage.
Of course.
And she refutes Bobby Brown's claim she was awake.
Here's how you know it's bad. Because in that article, they say the type of life she will have will not be determined for years. So they don't know over years if she is going to have a good life or not. They probably should have let her go. Not that someone's life isn't valuable, but when they lose that much, and again, a doctor may go, no, there's savable material here, but
right.
When someone loses that much fucking oxygen in the brain, you can't come back.
It's horrible.
It's like Terry Schiavo. There's nothing there anymore.
Absolutely horrible.
I know it's hard to let people you love die. It's impossible. Poor Bobby Brown. I mean, fucking Whitney Houston and then his daughter. I mean, that's just... It's terrible.
Yeah. But they're not the same people. It's not, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Just sad.
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr is going blind, she announced.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She announced to the Daily Beast.
From what?
She's got a medical condition that is causing her to slowly lose her sight.
Yep, girl I was fucking said she wishes she was. unpleasant to look at.
Her go-to medication, marijuana.
Oh, so it's glaucoma?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Macular degeneration and glaucoma. Okay, so marijuana is good for me for that because I have pressure in my eyes. Fuck. Imagine having that pressure in your eyes all the time.
Oh, really?
Knowing you're going blind?
Right.
I would hate that. Going blind would
What's
suck.
worse, blind or deaf? I think blind.
I don't know.
Blind or deaf?
They say deaf, you're more connected to people.
No, fuck that.
They say you're more disconnected when you're deaf.
Really?
Fuck that.
Yes.
I'm already disconnected. That's fine. I want my eyes.
Yeah, me too.
I think I do too.
I wouldn't even think twice about it. I would have to go deaf over losing sight.
My third grade music teacher, Mrs. Martell, said that she would her ears. She would hate to lose her ears, but that she had a dog in the fight. Yeah,
music has sucked for so long. I wouldn't miss it. Or I'm just getting old. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like it just sucks right now.
You know, I'd miss the sound of my own shit piling up in the toilet. I would miss that.
It's very satisfying.
Oh, it is. When you look down, it's like, oh, God, not a solid piece in there.
Let's see. So Barr doesn't give a timeline when she will have no vision at all, but she says it's closing in now. Vision is closing in now.
Oh, that's sad. And the timing is way off. Had it been when she was with Tom Arnold.
Yeah, that would have been an advantageous.
Yeah.
To say.
Tom Arnold was fun in here.
Oh, he's awesome. He's one of the best guests ever.
He's awesome.
Thank you. Good swish.
Really?
Yeah, he was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
He talks about anything.
Anything.
Really?
You don't
Nothing.
give a fuck.
I don't want to talk about that. It's something you'll never hear Tom Arnold say.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's like every celebrity should be like that. He just fucking.
He did some
spits it
movies
out.
with Arnold.
He knows him well.
Oh, yeah.
They're really good friends.
That was actually a great movie with Arnold.
True Lies?
True Lies.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that made Arnold. That made Tom Arnold a big star.
When he comes in, when Arnold Schwarzenegger comes in, I'm going to say I'm friends with Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold's a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably get him on my side.
So Bruce Jenner's wearing a sports bra, I see. That's the latest. They won't leave this fucking guy alone.
That's why he's doing this interview, so he can control the story, because it's not up to him.
He should just come out and say this is what it is.
But he's going to every public thing. He was at Coachella.
Exactly.
Music.
Well, maybe he should,
Get an iPod
lay
and
low
stay
for
home.
a while.
Cut the malarkey.
Bruce Jenner's seen. This is how just brutal our
God.
media has become. The Daily News has this one. What's the headline? It says Bruce Jenner was seen with a sports bra, I think. Appearing to wear a sports bra follows reports of breast implants.
He's got big feet. No wonder he ran fast.
You know, but if he wants to be out of the spotlight, why is he on that show?
Thank you. This is what I can't figure out. The Kardashians is a massive show.
That's a choice.
Whether you love it or hate it, it gets ridiculous numbers. And he always gave the impression that he didn't want to deal with that shit. He was always leaving the house to play golf or fly his helicopters and stuff.
Okay.
And he downplayed it at every turn. But now he's all about the publicity for this life-changing thing. His journey. He's on a journey, right? People say they're on a journey.
If he didn't want to be a public figure, he wouldn't have been on the show at all. You don't have to be on the show.
They kind of
he was a
took him
hugely public figure.
dragged him kicking and screaming out of the spotlight. I remember him doing
he really likes the spotlight.
a made-for-TV movie called Grambling's White Tiger. I don't know if you remember that, but he was the first white athlete to play at Grambling, and
Was he really?
the brothers weren't that welcoming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Bruce Jenner. Was that a
No,
movie?
it wasn't Bruce Jenner. He played the guy who
he
was the
played the guy
first
in the
white
movie.
quarterback.
Gotcha.
And yeah.
I don't know, because when he was leaving the Kardashian show, it almost felt like he didn't want the spotlight as much.
He was leaving to transition.
Yeah, well, I guess now I understand the full story. I just felt like he wasn't into the public shit like his daughter's there. But
He probably wants a little privacy, like especially now with this big car accident thing. He's gonna get sued. It's his fault.
God.
They said.
Yeah.
But he wasn't texting or anything. He's just an honest mistake. But
you think he's really mad that he couldn't become like a 35-year-old woman?
God, yeah.
Yeah, the regrets of I should have done this sooner.
Because he's going to be a 65-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Well, the surgery wasn't there either years ago. It was there,
Yeah,
but
that's
not
true.
like what. Now it's better than it ever was.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah,
would
I
you
think so,
look at
sure.
yourself and go, man, I would have looked fucking hot as a 35-year-old woman.
Oh my God! When he was prancing
Yeah,
around in
that's
those
true.
shorts in the '70s, who wouldn't have taken him out?
What is the wife's reaction to this? What is
She is basically no comment.
Really?
And she likes talking about everything, that Kris Jenner.
Yeah. And
I got that one right?
Are they
Sam?
gonna stay together? Are they split?
They're done.
They're done.
I think
okay.
they're officially divorced at this point. I think
Oh,
they
wow.
went through fast.
Yeah,
Well,
if that
she-
doesn't break you up, no.
And she loves exploiting her family. She loves exploiting her own daughters. But when it comes to Bruce and what he's going through, his journey, she is not talking.
What would a psychologist diagnose her with that she pimps out her family to such a degree?
Probably smart syndrome. This bitch knows how to make $1.
She basically has pimped them out.
Yeah.
Now because from an early age she was pushing.
I guess you can't pimp the willing.
Right, exactly.
But they were young at the time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then they bring up
she turned them out very early.
And then they bring up the new daughter, so they still got
spin-offs.
They got replacements for the ones that are kind of.
She's like Norman Lear.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. This is fucking now. Bruce Jenner's doing Mary Hartman.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the Kardashians are starting to, not as hot.
I don't know.
You've seen Kim Kardashian's ass. It's ridiculously stupid.
I love it, though.
I do love it. I'm a fan.
Let's do this again. Yeah, but there was a time where it looked shapely and shit. I don't know what she did if she added more fucking...
I think it's rather amorphous now.
Didn't she have twins? Or no, she had a baby? One baby.
She added butt meat or something.
Oh, you think she enhanced?
That is stupid.
I would love that on my face.
Really?
While she tweedled my nipples and I just jerked off while she was on the phone, ignoring me.
Wait, I'm trying to get a picture of this.
Yeah, she's on my face.
Where's your dick?
In my hand.
Okay.
She's sitting in my face. She's tweedling my nipples carelessly.
But I mean, in relation to her, where's your dick?
She's looking down at it.
She's looking down at it.
Disgusted.
Okay.
That's a wonderful shot, Sam. Of course it is. Go to the other one, though.
Wow. It's just
that you blew by.
Gone.
Keep going up. Yeah, that's
I'd still lick that.
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's
got to be
I would love to
positioned
lift
right.
it a dozen times just to see it go back into place.
If she's bent all the way over, of course it looks
That's
amazing.
one thing as a kid I was not onto was the big butt. There was
you
a
get
different
older, you enjoy that.
there was a different rating for butts
booty?
in the 80s.
I don't know. I know there's a lot of guys, that work here that really like the big ghetto ass.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys.
Seems a bit intimidating.
And yet my girlfriend not a big ass on her.
No,
just skinny. But you know what? You can't have everything.
I don't want to phrase it like that.
Who said that, Jeff?
Gary, Jesus.
Yeah.
Got to make some sacrifices.
Yeah.
The rest is wonderful, but what are you doing?
You never want your girlfriend to hear you describing her body and say you can't have everything. It's probably the wrong thing to say on a fucking radio show.
God. I don't think they make a card for that.
Oh no, I really stepped in it.
You got to go see if there's a card. Can't have everything, but I still love you, dear.
Yes. Sorry I referred to you as second place on a national radio program. International, if you count Canada.
I got one guy saying, you're right, Kim's ass is ugly. I don't know. It's just a little... I wouldn't say it's ugly. It's pretty fucking big, though.
It's perhaps the most lickable thing on the East Coast.
John and Garfield. John.
Oh, what a great name.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh,
that's like George being in Washington. Go ahead, John, I'm teasing you. Thomas and Jefferson, I can keep going.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You guys are just awesome. Oh, I have to agree 100%. That ass, what is the attraction? I don't get it.
I'll tell you the attraction. You hold on to those birthing hips, and you push deep, and that cushy ass presses up against you, and it milks your cum in an embarrassing fashion.
But I think it's the fact that they are nippleless tits. If you like big tits, I think you would like a big ass because there's the same jiggling quality. There's the same. If you're very tactile, you can get in there and squeeze. For me, it's another pair of tits.
I like my nose being in between them. Breasts I like, but I don't need big breasts. Like, I don't care if her tits are like fucking A cups. It doesn't bother me.
Really?
Do you think most guys start out liking really big breasts and then you kind of mature? Like, did you like really?
I haven't.
Did you ever like bigger breasts?
Yeah, I still like them.
Okay,
and I liked them then.
I feel like I feel like with age or maturity, I feel like okay, I don't need that anymore.
Yeah, I've only got the age, not the maturity.
Yeah, I don't know, but you think a lot of guys move past that, or they?
Oh yeah, I think most guys move past that.
Or they're big breast men for their entire lives.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you see a couple and you're like, oh, it has to be her tits that this guy's into.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But, Gary, you can't have everything.
Yes, you always want to say that to
You can't have everything.
I think I shouldn't have said it in such a regretful manner.
Yeah.
That's what's going to hurt me later on.
But the rest of her, you're absolutely adoring.
I'm in love. I'm in love.
Yeah, I've seen them together. It's the
Thank
same
you,
girl,
John.
right? Yeah. They're good together.
Yeah. All right. One
Eating
person.
ice cream together.
One
really
lousy.
revolting for a single person to see two happy people eating ice cream while I'm sitting there fucking putting goulash in my own asshole.
You just want to have ice cream with somebody, Jimmy?
Well, no, it's because of the lactose problems I have. I do, just like in Dutch oven them.
Before the date, he reminds us to, no, remember, I'm lactose intolerant.
Yes, exactly. So I'll have a froyo. Even that's good.
Froyo. I've tried some of those. Remember those, what were they called? Those cuties in our supermarket?
Oh, yeah.
Tofutti cuties.
Tofutti cuties. Ugh,
I liked them for a day. I'm like, this is horse shit.
They're really bad.
At this point, you might as well eat ice cream. What are you doing?
I like being a tofutti.
Although I do enjoy a good frozen yogurt. They got the frozen yogurt.
Wasn't there no milk in there, though? The tofutti cuties were like vegan, weren't they?
Yeah, they're soy, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like them. I tried.
They weren't bad. Although I would say this, the chocolate got so stuck to my fingers.
You want to talk to Chuck today? He wants to talk about Bruce Jenner, and then he says something very nasty. Chuck.
Hey, Opie, how y'all doing, man?
We got Gary Gulman in studio. We're doing good. We got Nick Kroll right around the corner. We should break before that, actually.
Is he coming now?
I don't know.
Is he up yet, Sam?
Oh, yeah. He's doing other shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to break now, then?
Yeah. Chuck?
Y'all were talking about that damn. He's just doing that shit for fucking attention. God damn, he looks like a fag boy. Get his titties and stuff and all that damn plastic surgery. God damn, if he didn't want attention for it, he wouldn't have done it off that show.
I don't think he's doing it for attention. I feel like
that seems like
he's someone that felt like he was trapped in the wrong body.
Yeah, I believe him because he said it goes back so far.
Because why would you want to go through all that?
That's what I'm saying. And wasn't he hanging out with that dick sucker diver guy way back in the Olympics?